Taurus, how's it going? It is 5:45 p.m. Central Time. Hopefully all is well. It is August 26th. We're in Virgo season and a Capricorn moon cycle. So what's coming through is commitments and approaches, dynamics, support. Okay. So we have the Eight of Swords coming through here and the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, I just have to verify. Yeah, and that may be the thing, to verify who's involved, to confirm, right? Like, are you involved? Are you interested? Something of that nature, right? Okay, because the surrounding energies also is the Five of Wands and the Lovers. So it's like time to reflect. I reflected. Have you reflected? Have you, are you truly interested? That's the feel. Or like, because there's others that are, many are interested in this support system, this project, right? Like they're very interested, right? This is like the greater cause, because what has been up until now, we have here showing through at the bottom of both decks from where these cards were, is the Emperor and the Star. Excuse me. And the King of Cups is showing through along with the Moon. So it's like we went through all these phases over time. We experienced these impacts, right? The effects of these like systems, right? And it's like, so what now? What is our new approach? Because we need this healing. Like, she's literally like calling out the blowing the shell, like blowing the horn, right? Making that sound, that alert. Like, what else could we do, right? Call out for help, because we're capable, right? This is a family function, or the function that we are to create is definitely can and needs to be a family function, right? That's the energy. That's the energy. So let's make sure we're running like a family function, because a lot of times, example with jobs, they really pretty much false advertise, because they claimed they have this, or this is what they work for, or that's what they're, because that's what, and that is, they're looking for this because that's what they have, right? But a lot of times when you enter a job, you experience the truth for itself, right? It's like they don't even have that, right? So it's like to ensure that we have these qualities in this function, that it may be successful, right? Versus, oh, this is what we're aiming for. And that's okay if you're aiming for direction only. Like, the jobs out there need to say that this is what we're striving for. We don't have this yet. This is what we're striving for. And, because you're expected to get paid so much, but if they don't, and then at the same time, they're saying they have A, B, and C at the jobs, and you'll get paid X for it, right? So it's like, you have to do more because they don't even have A, B, and C. So you're getting X amount of money, but it's not worth it, right? So we have to make it worth the commitment, right? Okay? Worth the commitment. Know what we're like going in for, right? Know that what all involves, right? The Star wants to come back out. Yeah, because it's necessary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 cards coming through. We have the Four of Swords, to the Nine of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Queen of Swords, to the Nine of Swords. This dynamic, this function needs our help, our support, and we don't even have to call it our help. I feel like that, like, we don't have to call it our help. It just needs our input, because there's a lot of we don't need vulnerable words, vulnerable titles, right? We don't need or want that, right? That's the whole point. We don't need vulnerability. That's the whole point of this system, this function. We need this strength. We need this input, right? We need this investment. Because there's a lot of limitation or limiting factors going on, or was and is, I feel, was and is. So our new approach is to be more so it's taking time out to pray on it, rest on it, right? Also, a communication is very necessary at this moment. I feel like this week, Virgo, starting with Virgo, right? We're entering Virgo since the 23rd, but I believe on the 1st is Saturday. So it's like, you know, this week though, it was coming through already. Communication is gonna be beneficial. Communication, and if necessary, if you need time to think on what's being said, to process it, right, before you actually get feedback, right, respond, like say that, like give me a day, let me think on this, right, you know, or 48 hours, let me think on this, or even if it's like a small communication, small talk, right, it's like, give me a minute, let me think on this, let me think what you just said, and make sure I understood you clearly, right? And then you think of what was said, or even asking others if they could repeat, or you rephrase or reword what they said, and repeat what they said, and making sure you comprehend, you know, you took in everything that was actually being said for what it was being said for, right? That's also necessary. We have the 10 of Swords showing through, however, we have the Ace of Pentacles right behind that. So every ending creates a new beginning, right? This figure is ended here, right? But this cloud, this figure is in the clouds, right? He created a new formation, right? He came in a new element. So it's like that, like we need to make something come out of the element that was, right? This is a transitioning energy, and shine it, perfect it, right? Yeah, this is the new. This is a new. We have the full energy. This is newness. We have to create that. From what was, exactly. From what was, the devil energy, entrapment, right? From what was. Well, this system was supposed to be supportive. However, at the end, it wasn't. Oh, wow. Interesting. We have the 7 of Pentacles. You know, like, it's as if we have to care for the life of the situation, and that's all involved. You know, it's not like one or the other, or this one's more important versus this one. No, all involved. And even soaking in the energy, even taking a bath, like a salt bath, or Epsom oil bath, Epsom salt or essential oils, excuse me, candles, right? Even soaking in the bath, soaking in all that is necessary. Who is interested? That's the feel. Who is interested, or who could be involved, or, you know, would you like to be involved? What would you like to bring to the table, right? You know? Yeah, it's like, because like we could all cook, you know, as that energy, like we could all cook and bring in the ingredients or the dish to the meal, right? Like, so to speak. This is that energy, the High Priestess. We could all bring in our intelligence, you know, our uniqueness, our inputs, our viewpoints, right? They're all valid, and that's where we start. That's the feel. Queen of Swords. Yeah, and it's providing the space to speak. You know, we have the 9 of Swords here. This one's trying to reach out to, so this mermaid's trying to reach out to this figure, right? Well, this figure is covering their head though, and they're in a tent, and they're surrounded, protected by the swords, right? At the cliff though, and this figure is here coming to her, or him, coming to them. I was gonna say coming to them to speak to them, right? To communicate, to interact, and however they're different kinds. They're both reaching, like, they're both trying to protect themselves too, right? There's something's going on with this mermaid, to where the mermaid is reaching out to this one. Something's going on with this one, to the point this one's at the cliff in a tent surrounded by swords, right? Like, I put myself here in this position, and I put myself here in this position, so what now? That's the feel. I came this far, in other words, so what more could be? That's the feeling that I'm picking up right now. Okay, what other high is good? Communication is beneficial. Every day, every night, yes, but it's like more so. To where, versus where I would have spoke or avoid speaking, that's not as beneficial. And those energies get harbored up. You know, they accumulate to a point that is not beneficial for anyone, right? So it has, I have to speak. It's 5:55 p.m. I have to speak. There has to be a change in communication. Yes. I have to make approaches, new approaches. That's the feel. What other? Highest good. Taurus. And you could have a Taurus in any placement or involved with the Taurus, cross watchers even. The message could apply or can even be beneficial, right? As they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, making sure of that. The Seven of Pentacles came through again. The Eight of Cups to the Two of Swords. So there's indecisions, there's differences, there's different structures, different functions, different viewpoints, you know. But at the end of the day, what's the same? That's what's coming through. At the end of the day, at the end of the night, what's the same? What is necessary? What has improved? At the end of the day, that's going to show above all. Ten of Swords. Yes, that's going to show above all. That's going to put on the light on the situation, right? The Hierophant, your energy, Taurus. The Hierophant. Well, let me take note. Let us take note. I feel like it's a group effort. Let me take note, but let us take note even, right? And then gather. And then gather on. Because this has like some walk away from the other because it's so difficult. That's as it feels here. This individual walks away from this individual because it's so difficult. But at the same time, they left while this individual was asleep. So this femme walked away from this masculine during his sleep, right? And then this warrior here, we have the Knight of Wands here, analyzing his passion, his effort, his inputs into the growth, right? And I still am. Eight of Pentacles. And now it's time to collaborate, cultivate, right? To get it going. That's what I have there for you, Taurus. Hopefully this was supportive. Take care. Peace be.